This is Kathy Biehl of Empowermentunlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of November 19th, 2018. Boy, is this week going to be hectic, frenzied, every which way. And it's not just because in the United States it's a 3-day work week with a long holiday weekend at the end of it. The skies are active, 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 and as a result, things are going to be wacky and busy and frenzied down here on Earth. The week begins with, oh my God, there's all this stuff I have to get done, and I have to do this, and I have to do that, and push, 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 push. People really going overboard, really overdoing it. There's a potential in this for a terrific amount of blame and projection, and also taking on stuff that isn't really yours to deal with. So if you find yourself with a to-do list that has mushroomed into probably 36 hours for one day, please breathe, look at it, and say, what of this is really mine? What of this really has to be done right now? This comes with a strong I gotta be me streak. Moments when you realize you're handling things vastly differently than you would have a few years ago. Moments when you realize you've dropped an awful lot of baggage, and moments when you simply act in a way that furthers your own interests boldly and unapologetically. And then we all crowd into the Chatterbox Cafe, which is where we spend Thanksgiving and Black Friday and pretty much the rest of the weekend. On the 22nd, the sun enters the expansive, optimistic sign of Sagittarius, where Mercury is currently retrograde and the ruler of the sign, Jupiter, is already awaiting. This could be a holiday of really overdoing it, definitely talking way too much. If you think that you're going to keep politics off the dinner table, well, I laugh at you now. People are going to be talking. There's a large component of not really being clear on a lot of stuff, so you may hear things differently than they're said. You may hear things differently than they're intended. Your words may get garbled. You could be fooling yourself. Someone could be directly fooling you. And that's because not only is the planet of communication and transportation in an apparent backwards motion on busy holiday and shopping days, aside, the commute nightmare in the Northeast on the day that Mercury stationed retrograde last week was just a foreshadowing, so make arrangements in advance. We'll be talking, we'll be laughing, we'll be arguing, and we'll also be under an influence that's going to feel like a retrograde on steroids. Could be fun, could cause a lot of people just to binge watch, could cause a lot of people to head for the bottle, and this excessive retrograde atmosphere is due to the fact that Jupiter, the guy that ups the action of anything that he's near, is conjunct Mercury retrograde, so that's increasing it. And Mercury is square in a harsh aspect to Neptune, the illusionist, the escapist, the keeper of the cosmic fog machine. Keep this in mind when you hear unbelievable utterances from your relatives and other people. Just give people slack like crazy. Be compassionate. Forcing compassion and understanding is another potential of this harsh aspect. So please go for that one as much as possible. And a lot of stuff is going to come out pretty quickly because Neptune will finish its retrograde over the weekend and do an about face, which has all of the swiftness of an ocean liner turning around. Could make us all a bit woozy. Again, give slack, go easy on yourself. And oh, by the way, in the middle of all this, we have a full moon in Gemini, which occurs basically overnight between Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Full moons bring emotional culmination. Gemini is anything but emotional, so there will be an incredible amount of chatter, and this multifaceted, multi-layered, mega retrograde feel will be pushing out all kinds of emotional reactions. Could be a lot of words without the feeling behind it. Could be a lot of confusion. And could be a lot of, okay, I'm done with it, decisions being made. And it will have all kinds of fill-in-the-blank answers. Choose your battles. Choose your information sources. Choose the people that you intend to talk to about anything that has great meaning to you. Notice what is said. Notice disconnects between people's words and their actions. Notice who has relevance and meaning and who is fading into history. There's actually an awful lot of that going on. And if you find the usual holiday gatherings trying your patience, do look at them as if they could be the last time that particular configuration takes place. Because you're going to be different the next time around. And possibly the guest list will be as well. Homing thought of the week: show me what is the clear signal and what is the static. The song of the week, Reach by Gloria Estefan. And the image of the week is noise cancellation headphones. You'll find more about this in my, hang on for a second, got a lot of them, Jupiter in Sagittarius article at medium.com, Guide to Mercury Retrograde at omtimes.com, and forecast for the Gemini full moon, which is already up at my site, Empowermentunlimited.net, where if you sign up for my mailing list, you'll get my Jupiter in Sagittarius quick reference guide, and where you can book a session with me. Talk to you next week.